Backstabbing, backstabbing, backstabbing. Say it again. Backstabbing. That's how it started, right? Not with a goodbye, not with honesty, but with a knife, hidden behind a smile you trusted. You didn't see it coming. That's the worst part. You were loyal, real, solid, while they were calculating, pretending, waiting for the perfect moment to turn around and drive that blade straight into your back. And what did they do after? Oh yeah. They walked away like nothing happened, like you were just a chapter they finished reading, like your pain was just background noise, cold, heartless, calculated. But here's what they didn't understand. Backstabbing doesn't end the story. It starts something darker, because every betrayal, every lie, every fake promise, it doesn't disappear. It waits. While you were breaking, something else was building, something they couldn't see, something they couldn't predict. Fate. Yeah. While you were questioning your worth, fate was watching. While you were crying in silence, fate was recording. While they were laughing, celebrating, thinking they got away clean, fate was preparing the comeback. And now the energy has shifted. You feel it, don't you? That strange calm inside you, that silence that replaced the chaos. That's not weakness, that's transformation. Because you're not the same person they betrayed. That version of you, too kind, too trusting, too available. And it had to die. Now look at you. You don't chase. You don't beg. You don't explain. You observe. You move different. You think different. You became something they can't manipulate anymore. Meanwhile, their world, it's cracking slowly, quietly, painfully, because the same betrayal they gave you is coming back to them, but worse, much worse. They're getting lied to, played, disrespected, and now they don't understand why. Why is this happening to me? Haha. Now they're living your past. But listen carefully. This isn't your moment to go back. This isn't your moment to laugh in their face. This is your moment to ascend. Because real power is not revenge. It's detachment. It's walking away so completely that even their apology can't reach you anymore. Let them feel it. That absence, that silence, that permanent loss. Let it haunt them. Because one day, they're going to sit alone, replaying everything they did to you. And it's going to hit them. They didn't just lose someone who loved them. They lost someone who would have never betrayed them. And you'll be gone. Not broken, not bitter, but evolved, untouchable, dangerous in a way they'll never understand. So yeah, it started with backstabbing, but it ends with transformation, with power, with you rising from something they thought would destroy you. And now, the game didn't just change, the game turned on them. And you think that's where it ends? Nah, that's just the surface. Because what they don't tell you about betrayal is what it awakens. You see, pain like that, it doesn't just hurt, it rewires you. Every lie they told sharpened your instincts. Every tear you cried hardened your mindset. Every moment you felt alone built your independence. They thought they were removing you from their life. But in reality, they were removing themselves from your future. And that future, is not soft anymore. It's not emotional. It's not easily accessible. It's guarded, calculated, untouchable. Because now you see patterns. You read energy. You notice what you used to ignore. Fake smiles, half loyalty, hidden intentions, all of it. Obvious now. And that's the scariest upgrade of all. You don't fall for illusions anymore. Meanwhile, them? They're stuck, repeating the same cycles, hurting people, getting hurt, running from truth, crashing into consequences. Because people who betray real ones don't evolve, they decay, slowly, quietly, from the inside out. And now it's catching up. In their relationships, in their peace, in their mind, that same chaos they gave you is now living with them. No escape, no distraction strong enough, no fake happiness that lasts, just consequences, pure, unavoidable consequences. But you, look how far you've come. You turned pain into discipline, loneliness into focus, betrayal into awareness. That's power, real power, not loud, not desperate, but controlled, silent, deadly. You don't react anymore. You don't explain anymore. You don't chase closure anymore. Because you became the closure. Let that sink in. They're still searching for peace. And you became it. So when they think about you now, it's not just memories, it's regret. Heavy, suffocating regret. Because deep down, they know. They messed up something rare, something real, something they'll never replace. And no matter who they run to, no matter what they try, that truth follows them like a shadow they can't escape. But you keep moving, forward only, no looking back, no second chances, no reopening doors that nearly destroyed you. Because this version of you doesn't revisit pain, it outgrows it. And you still don't get it, do you? This wasn't just heartbreak. This was a reset. They didn't just walk out of your life. They triggered a version of you that even you had never met before. A version that doesn't hesitate, doesn't second guess, doesn't break the same way twice. Because once you've felt that level of betrayal, something inside you locks in, not your heart, your standards. Now everything is different. The way you listen, the way you trust, the way you move in silence. Nothing about you is easy to read anymore. You became unpredictable, not emotional chaos. Strategic silence, that's the shift they'll never understand. Because they still think you're the old version, the one who cared too much, the one who forgave too fast, the one who stayed when they should have left. But that version, it's gone now. You analyze, you observe, you calculate, you see through intentions before they even speak. And that's dangerous, because people like them survive off illusions, and you see straight through them. Meanwhile, their reality keeps collapsing, not all at once, but in moments they can't control. The trust they fake gets exposed, the love they pretend falls apart, the people they run to turn into mirrors of their own behavior. And now they're trapped inside the same emotional maze they pushed you into. Overthinking, second-guessing, losing sleep, losing peace. The same pain they gave you is now living rent-free in their mind. And here's the twist. They thought they escaped you, but they actually walked straight into themselves. Because you were never the problem, you were the reflection, and now they can't run from what they see. But don't get it twisted. This isn't about watching them suffer. This is about understanding your evolution. Because you didn't just heal, you leveled up. Your mindset, sharper. Your energy, protected. Your presence, different. People feel it now. that distance, that control, that quiet confidence that doesn't beg to be noticed. You don't need attention anymore. You don't need validation. You don't need anyone to choose you, because you already chose yourself. And that right there, that's what they lost. Not just your love, not just your time, but access to a version of you that would have given them everything. Now they watch from a distance, confused, curious, regret building slowly inside them. Because the more you grow, the more they realize they can't reach you anymore. And that realization, it hurts deeper than anything they did to you. Because for the first time, they're the ones being left behind. So keep going. No pauses, no distractions, no emotional setbacks. Because this path you're on now, it doesn't lead back to them. It leads to power, to control, to a version of you that doesn't just survive betrayal. It becomes untouchable because of it. This is it, the final part. Not the end of your story, the end of who you used to be. Because after everything, the lies, the betrayal, the sleepless nights, there's one truth you can't ignore anymore. You didn't lose them, they lost you. Let that hit, let it sink deep. Because for a long time, you had it backwards. You thought you were the one left behind, the one abandoned, the one replaced. But now you see it clearly. You weren't left, you were released. Released from fake love, released from hidden disrespect, released from a person who smiled in your face and destroyed you behind your back. And the moment you understand that, everything changes. Your pain turns into clarity. Your anger turns into discipline. Your silence turns into power. Because now, you don't just move on, you elevate. You stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You stop proving your worth to people who already decided to ignore it. You stop chasing closure from someone who gave you chaos. And instead, you build quietly, relentlessly, without needing anyone to see it. Because the truth is, the strongest version of you is the one nobody gets access to anymore. They had their chance. They had your loyalty, your time, your energy, your trust. And they chose to betray it. They chose to gamble it. They chose to throw it away like it meant nothing. So now, they live with that decision every single day. And you live with your growth. That's the difference. They're stuck replaying the past, while you're building a future they'll never be part of. And one day, not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day it's going to hit them. In a quiet moment, in a lonely night, in a space where distractions don't exist anymore. It's going to hit them what they did, who they lost, what they destroyed. And that realization, it won't be loud, it won't be dramatic. It'll be heavy, permanent, unavoidable. Because they'll finally understand. They didn't just lose someone good. They lost someone real. Someone loyal, someone who would have stayed when the world turned dark. And by the time they realize that, you'll be gone, not physically, but mentally, emotionally, permanently. Out of reach, out of their story, out of their life. Because you don't go back to what broke you. You don't revisit what disrespected you. You don't reconnect with what nearly destroyed you. You rise above it. You outgrow it. You leave it behind, without hesitation. And that's your final form. Not angry, not bitter, but detached, focused, unshakable. So let them wonder, let them regret, let them replay every moment they took you for granted. Because you're not there anymore. You're somewhere higher, somewhere quieter, somewhere they can't reach, no matter how hard they try. And that's the real ending, not revenge, not closure, but evolution. So yeah, it started with betrayal. It burned through pain. It forged something unbreakable. And now, it ends with this. The game didn't just turn on them. It removed you from their world and made you untouchable.